avatars, the last avatar in the Kali Yuga. And this is Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. So we will discuss about that, why God had to come and how he has or is reestablishing the religion. So let us first begin with a pranam mantra. Please repeat after me. Om Niranjanam Nityam Anantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrita Vigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namama. A salutation to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, the perfect embodiment of eternal truth, form for the benefit of the devotees. And who is he? Isha Avataram, the God who is coming down, and he is the Parameshwara, he is the Supreme Lord, and now he is known as Sri Ramakrishna. That Ramakrishna I bow down and Shirasha Namami. Then Rama means Modate iti Rama. Modate is a enjoying, so Moda. So one who gives joy is Rama. What is the meaning of the name Rama? One who gives happiness. The Modate iti Rama. And Krishna, Karshayati iti Krishna. One who takes away all the karma phala, taking away, karshan means dragging, is taking away all our karma phala and attracting our mind towards him is called Krishna. So, Modate iti Rama, Karshayati iti Krishna. The one who is constantly pulling our mind towards him and taking away all our bad karma phalas, and one who is giving us joy, both combined is Sri Ramakrishna. So this is Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. Now, Sri Ramakrishna, almost all of you know, he came in that form, but before that the indication came to his father. His father was Shudiram Chattopadhyay. And what is the speciality in that gentleman, in the Shudiram, that the God himself wanted to become his son? Truthfulness. This is the Kali Yuga. And what is the characteristics of Kali Yuga? Falsehood. Constantly telling the lies and falsehood, that is the characteristic. So no one can go beyond that. At a time, that is the main influence. That's why right from the king down to the cobbler, all are telling the lies and they are thinking it is okay. And they think it is the smartness, is the modernness. But that is the symbol of the Kali Yuga. In the Bhagavata, when after the death of the Sri Krishna, but of course they say on the fourth day of the great war, when they broke the truth, Kali entered. In the Mahabharata war, on the fourth day, it was not supposed to fight after the dark, but they did, and like that, some of the truth was broken, Kali entered. But it came after the death of Sri Krishna. And after the Sri Krishna and Arjunas and all others, they also felt like going away. Our tasks are done. Now let it, the other people will do it. So their only descendant was that Parikshita. So they gave the kingdom to the king Parikshita, and he was a great king, just king, highly educated and well trained. So he was all right. So Pandavas also left. Now Parikshita thought, let me go and check my kingdom, how the people are. After this terrible war, how people are surviving and what is the condition. So he came out. On his way, in one place he found a very good-looking person and well-dressed, like from a very educated and cultured family. And a noble man is beating a cow ruthlessly. And hey, why you are doing this? What happened? Oh, for the fun I am doing it. For the fun? But it seems you are from an aristocratic family, you should be. Oh no, I am Kali, he introduced himself. So apparently they are educated, apparently they are from a big, nice background, but very cruel inside. Why? Selfishness. So Kali introduced himself with the king, I am Kali, and this is my nature. I am going to do it. Although, is that? Then I will kill you. Well, you cannot, you should not. Because that is the way the Lord works. Satya, Treta, Dwapar, they had their time, it is my time, Kali Yuga. But I know that I won't be able to fight with you because you have the blessings of Krishna and you have the blood of the Arjuna, so I won't be able to fight with you. But I give you some word that I won't go away all sprayed as long as you are ruling. He said, okay, but give me some places where I can stay. Then the king told him, well, where the people tell the lies, you can live with them. Where the people, they are drinking and doing the gambling, you can live with them. And all the bad things, you can be there. So Kali told, that is a good place for me. I like those. So he went and started living with them. But the influence of Kali, and I will just conclude because many of you know this story, this great king, he went for, that the kings are always, for the practice, they go for shooting and hunting and all that. So he went for hunting. He couldn't hunt any animal. So naturally he became very frustrated. And he was thirsty and hungry. He was coming back. And in the jungle he found one very nice ashrama. And one gentleman is sitting and meditating outside his room. He went and told, sitting on his horseback, I am the king of this country. I am very thirsty. Can you please give me a glass of water? But the man was in deep meditation. And the king, because of his tiredness, he lost his the calmness and balance. You are ignoring me, the king? Okay. So he took up a dead snake that was lying somewhere nearby and then put that on the shoulder and telling, sit like a Shiva. You are meditating, be a Shiva. So just jokingly he put that and went away. He was a Brahmana. But he never felt the insult because he never could feel that something has happened. He was in truly deep meditation. But somehow some people noticed it and reported to his son, Sringi. The Sringi, though he was a young boy in his teen, so he was playing with his friends. Then someone went and told, do you know that king came and insulted your father when he was meditating? He did this. Sringi, now the king lost his patience. Instead of appreciating the Brahmana is meditating, he lost his patience. Influence of Kali. And then not an ordinary king, it's a great king, Parikshita. So obviously, so that was the influence of the Kali. Here, the Brahmana, the moment he heard, immediately he said, is it? Instead of going and asking his father and checking the things and then taking the decision, instead, this type of people, they are thinking, since Krishna is not there, all religion has gone and no power in the hands of the Brahmana, I will prove that. The Brahmana is still having the power. I will curse here and now that within 7 days the king will die. So he gave the curse and he will be bitten by a snake. So that was the curse. And he came back to see his father. In the meantime, the father got up, he heard about it, and he started crying. What have you done, my son? If the king, he's a just king, he's a benevolent king, he is not there, everything will be destroyed. You have done a great sin. You could have come to me to see, and what happened? He was hungry, he was thirsty. I was supposed to serve him. I'm in the ashrama. In the ashrama, we are supposed to serve people who need the services. And I couldn't do that. I broke my dharma. And you made a great mistake. This is the Kali, influence of Kali. The Brahmana, they lost their patience. The king, the great king, lost his patience. Everyone is angry. All around you see people, they're angry, they're frustrated. They do not know what they can, and they're giving the suffering to the others, they think there's a success. And that is called the Kali Yuga. Now, in this terrible time, the God has to come. And then he has to take care of the religion. So this is the time, not the part of God, but the full God himself had to manifest. Because in this Kali Yuga, we find this Brahmana was truthful. That was the only quality. He was not having money and no social status, but he was 100% truthful. Not only he, his wife too. When he refused to tell one lie to save the local landlord, and he told, see, if you are not telling lies for me in the court of law, then I will throw you out from my village. He said, it is okay, but I am not going to tell the lies. See, if his wife was not giving the support, if she protested just by telling one lie, you can save our family, how come that you are showing so much of truthfulness where everyone is telling the lies? Majority of the wives, they will be telling their husbands. But no, this wife told, no, it's good that you are sticking to the truth, I support it. They were having so many things, that they were a prosperous householder. They left everything overnight. They came out. That village is still there. That houses are still there. It is not that some story in the Purana. This is history. And she supported her husband. There's no problem, but we should stick to the truth. Because of this, when he went to Gaya, a very famous, the pilgrimage place, holy place for the Hindus, the Lord of that particular place, the Vishnu, he came to him, to the Brahman, and told, I like to be your son. Almost at the same time, his mother, she was standing before a Shiva temple. The temple is still there. This time when I went to, and I was remembering this, so still the Shiva temple is the small little Shiva temple, in the village Shiva temple. She was standing. Suddenly she saw the lives after lives, the waves of lights came and entered into her person, and she felt that she is pregnant. And the Vishnu and the Lord Shiva and the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, the creator, the sustainer, and the dissolver, all the three gods came together and became Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. It was necessary because the challenge is very, very hard. The Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he came, and you know that from the 11th century onwards, Muhammad Ghari, he came leading the Muslim invasion. In 1173, he entered. It's the 10th, 11th century. And then they captured India, and they were ruling in Delhi. And slowly, all over India is a completely different culture, different philosophy, different lifestyle. The India, that was, its ideology was simple living, high thinking. And it is that you have to serve other people. And they, all the time, even today, we learn that Atiti Devo Bhava, one who is coming unannounced, Atiti, not Titi. When you go to America and any places, you have to write to them, they will confirm. Then only you can go and ring the bell. Otherwise, you are not welcome. How come without any information you are here? So that is not Atiti. Atiti, unannounced, a person will come and you have to adjust. And not only adjust, you have to worship him. Atiti Devo Bhava. That was and the society it was there. Pitri Devo Bhava, Matri Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, the teacher, the mother and the father and the Atiti. Swami Vivekananda added recently, he said, Daridra Devo Bhava, Murkha Devo Bhava. Not only Daridra means the poor people, not only that. Those who are ill, what's called Murkha, they do not know what is good for them. That is also your God. I was in Arunachal Pradesh, many of you know, at the northeastern part of a big state, Arunachal, is bordering the China. I was there, and nearby, just 10 miles away, there was a small village. They were our only neighbor. But they were not knowing anything, the tribal people. I started teaching them slowly, and I told, instead of going inside the forest and killing a boar or a deer, it's so troublesome. You better keep some goats and then raise them. You can sell them, and sometimes if you like, you can eat the meat and all that. I gave four goats. And that to develop the village economy, these are the way we do. And one goat will give twice the birth, and every time 2 kids, then naturally 4, and it will grow and economy will develop like that. But after that, 1 month, we couldn't see them. They were in great joy, and then I came to know that they are inviting their relatives and friends from other places and having the great fun over there. And after 1 or 2 months, they came and told, Swamiji, in Hindi they told, those goats dead. Dead. How they could, all of them, yes, all of them died. How they died? No, actually what happened, the other Swamis, they told, Maharaj, you should not help them. They are taking away all. I said, no. The Swamiji said, Murkho Devo Bhava. These are the people. They should be our devata, they should be our gods. They do not know what is good for them. They are grown-up people, but just like the children, they do not understand. We have to have a lot of patience to teach them what is good for them. I adopted the whole village slowly. They still remember me, I too remember them. Now they are really very well-off people, and they can help themselves. And at least one girl, she came to me for education with the help of the Sarada Mission. She passed the MCOM, and she is now working in a very good company, earning a lot of money and all this. So this slowly, from that same village, this has happened, and now they have progressed. We have to accept all these things. Why? Brahmana. We are helping, we are the Brahmana, the thinking people. We have to think about that. And that is the way we can fight back the Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga will always provoke you. All the atmosphere, tell the lies, don't help anyone, criticize everyone, be you only. And all the time you will be in the social media, you should be liked by everyone, whatever the way. These are all influence of the Kali Yuga. And Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna came, and what the first thing that he did? Kali, what is the characteristics of Kali? Falsehood. And what Sri Ramakrishna said? Truthfulness is the only practice of religion. And that is, he said, that is the austerity of the Kali Yuga. Shatya Katha Kolir Taposya, in Bengali he said. Shatya Katha, the truthfulness, is the austerity. Austerity is not ordinary thing. Kalir Taposya. In this Kali Yuga, That is the, so he came in that way. And British ruled us from 1757 and after the Battle of the Plassey, all you know. Friends, I like to read a small report that one of the Lord Macaulay, when the Britishers, it was the company and then they started ruling and controlling. Then afterwards the Queen of England, she took up the reign and then British rule came. And Britishers very systematic, so they didn't destroy our temples. Previous rulers from the 11th century onwards, they used to think that break the temples and stop their practices of religion, these, that, all external. If you break a temple, then we will start worshipping inside the room. What is there? But these Britishers were very, very systematically, they were breaking the Indian. How? And they sent a one person, very intelligent person, Lord Macaulay. Then Lord Macaulay came and he, after traveling the length and breadth of India, reported over there in the British the Parliament. This small portion I am reading over here, I have traveled across the length and breadth of India, and I have not seen one person who is a beggar. Notice it. It's now after the almost 700 years of the Muslim rule. This is the report that the Britishers is giving, and that was delivered in 1835 at the Parliament of the Great Britain. And he is telling, I length and breadth I traveled and I didn't see one person who is a beggar, who is a thief. Such wealth I have seen in this country, such high moral values, people of such caliber, that I do not think we would ever conquer this country unless we break the very backbone of this nation, which is our spiritual and cultural heritage. And therefore, I propose that we replace our old and ancient education system, our culture, for if the Indians think that all that is foreign and English is good and greater than their own, they will lose their self-esteem, their native culture, and they will become what we want them, a truly conquered nation. So that was the report of the Lord Macaulay. And this was discovered by one of our ex-president of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam. And then he was researching in the British Library, he found it, and he published it. So this is the way they were planning. 1835. And when the God-Incarnate, 1836. Look at it. So if we don't think that, 1835 they were planning, and Macaulay planning, they immediately that was, and they started telling everything Indian a bad, until today. There are people, they think anything made of India is bad, all bad. We have lost our all self-confidence. There's a funny story it goes. It's not truth, that's just story. The one lady, she was having problem in her eye. Her husband took her to a doctor, and after examining, the doctor said, oh, no problem. I will, as a foreign particle is there in your eye, I will remove it. The lady jumped from the chair and said, foreign particle? And you're going to remove it? It's so difficult to get a foreign particle. And so much love for the foreign thing. So that is how the things are happening, and we love so much foreign things than our own. We have lost all our faith. And in our language, in our culture, and that is Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna came, and the era of king faded when Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is coming. The era of kings are fading, and the era of democracy is coming. So Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he was not born as his predecessors, Rama or Krishna, in the family of Kshatriyas, because they were the rulers. He was born in a Brahmin family. Who are the Brahmins? The intellectuals. Who are the Brahmins? The ideals of the society. And these Brahmins, they lead the society. So here, he took the birth as a Brahmin family. And that is the reason that Sri Ramakrishna, even taking birth in a Brahmin family, high caste, but at the same time, he was slowly introducing that caste doesn't mean just by birth. Caste means you have to have your own capacity to reach over there. And we always make the mistake. That is, because of the tradition is a long tradition, naturally. Many people incorporated many other things. Bhagavan Sri Krishna, in the Bhagavad Gita itself, he said, that I have made this four castes, and according to their capacity of work. Maya Srishta, all this Maya Srishta I have created. The guna karma vibhagashaha, guna according to their qualities, and karma and how they can perform. So it is not by birth. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna came and he started practicing that, doing that, showing it, teaching it. How? As a Brahmana family, they are supposed to take the Yajna at the age of maximum 8 years. So obviously, Sri Ramakrishna was also. But in the meantime, there was a lady of low birth, and she used to love this young boy, and she was Dhani Kamarini. Kamara, the naturally we understand. So she told Gadai, will you take the alms from me? Well, this is considered as a very holy action that the ladies are doing, the mothers are doing. And he told, sure, I will take that. Now when the time came, and this young boy remembered his promise and told the mother, I promised to Dhanima, and I should take the alms first term from her. Now naturally the priest and the Brahmins, they were protesting, it is not possible, that is not the tradition. Then this boy argument was, if I break my promise, then I am no more Brahmana. The Brahmana means those who are keeping the promises. So I am not going to break my promise. If I break, then I am not going to accept the Yajna Upavita. I am not Brahmana, what I am going to do with the Upavita? They had to admit the argument, and then Dhani was the first lady, gave the alms to the Brahmana boy. And by that way, he is showing and teaching it is not by birth, but by the karma. And Dhoni was so very, she used to practice a lot of meditation and prayer. Another person was Chinu Shakari. And he was an elderly person, and he was also from the low birth. And Chinu Shakari used to worship Sri Ramakrishna. He used to feed him, of course secretly, because a low birth person cannot feed a Brahmin with their own hand. Here, Sri Ramakrishna, the young boy, used to go and eat. By this way, he is breaking all the wrong conceptions. He followed all the three paths. Because in the Hinduism, Vaishnava, Tantra and Vedanta, these are the three paths, and they were loggerhead, all the time fighting with each other. And they used to even, there are so many poems are there, songs are there, criticizing each other. Then someone will say, look at your God, Krishna, and all the time dancing because of some ladies. That should not be a God. The ladies are singing and this fellow is dancing. And then other people will say, look at your mother, Kali. She is guarding our God. What is that sword she is holding? To guard our God, Krishna. So Kali is guarding our God, so our God is better than yours. So they used to have a lot of fighting. No, it is not fun, truly. They will never visit each other places, or they will never take the consecrated food even. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, now you look at his life, and he came to reestablish the religion. And the beginning he worshipped Sri Rama, because their family deity was Sri Rama. Very interestingly, Rama is not a very popular god in Bengal. Of course, we consider Rama as a god, but not that way as popular. In the northern part of India, Rama is very popular. But in eastern part, not that much. But you know, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one of the considered as the great spiritual leader of Bengal, they used to worship Sri Rama as their family deity. And Sri Ramakrishna's family deity was Raghuvira, the Sri Ramachandra. So that is the way, that is really unique, the Rama is there. And Swami Vivekananda's Ishta Devata was Sri Rama, not Kali. So this is, the Sri Rama is always there. So this Vaishnava, Tantra and Vedanta he practiced how? In the beginning, worshipped the Sri Rama. Then afterwards he came to Calcutta and he was the worshipper of Sri Krishna in the Dakshineshwar. And Dakshineshwar, the temple, was constructed by a very wealthy lady, very rich, Rani Rashmani. Rani means the queen, but she was not a queen. They gave the title Rani, a queen. Have you noticed that? One temple is Kali temple, the next temple is Krishna temple. And Kali and Krishna side by side. In front there is a Shiva temple. So this is the way they always there. And he became the worshipper of the Krishna, and then afterwards Kali. So naturally Vaishnava, then Tantra, then finally he practiced Vedanta. And one teacher came and he learned Vedanta from him. He practiced the Vedantic way of meditation, and he became the Advaitic, the person in by that way. So Vaishnava, Tantra and Vedanta were practiced by one person. And also he heard the Bible. The people used to come, he will be telling, can you please read the Bible? He used to listen from them. And he used to appreciate. And sometimes he used to say, why these people are telling that we are sinners, we are sinners. That is not good. You should not say like that. When you are going on repeating, I am weak, I am sinner, you become that. You should not say like that. You are the children of immortal bliss. Why should you say like that? I made a mistake, I am sorry. I will try that not to repeat that much. That is the strength that I can overcome. So this way he learned, and you know what happened? The two things actually happened in his life. Once he visited one gentleman's house, and there was a picture of Madonna, the mother and the baby child, Jesus. And from that baby, a light came and entered into the person of Sri Ramakrishna. And he saw the baby really leaving, sitting over there. And another day, when he was meditating under the Panchavati, the tree, and where he practiced by the side of the Ganga, the river Ganga, and there he found a person is coming completely foreigner because of the color and this dress. It was not of that land. Who is he? He was thinking. And suddenly when he came close, he looked at his eyes, so compassionate eyes, full of love. Immediately from within, the word came, O Isha Moshi. In our country they say, the Lord Jesus, Isha Moshi. Oh, this is Isha Moshi. And Lord Jesus came, embraced Sri Ramakrishna and entered into his person. So that is the way. And he used to go and he used to observe how they are praying in the churches. He never entered because the other traditional Hindus, what they will think, and maybe the Christian may not like, but he used to go and observe that. And you know that he practiced Islam. And can you imagine in a Hindu temple, in the Dakshineshwar itself? And he asked the supporter, the Yamindar, Mathur Babu. In those days, the landlords, they were like the small kings. Every law is there, whatever they thought, whatever they said, that was the law. And he said, no, the Sri Ramakrishna should practice. Whatever you want, you have to supply. And they supplied whatever, all those things that the Muslim they wear and the way they practice, still that tree is there under which he practiced. And he never looked at the Hindu temple, Mother Kali's temple, and Mother was his heart. But these 3 days and nights, he never looked at the Mother. He was thinking in the way the Muslims they do. And then after realizing that, he said, this path is also valid and leading to the same goal. All paths are leading to the same goal. This is the excellent teaching of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, which can save us in this Kali Yuga. First, truthfulness. Second, sincerity. In whichever path you follow, you must be sincere. All are leading to the same goal. And what is that goal? Unselfishness. As Swami Vivekananda, he gave the definition of God. Unselfishness is God. We always think about God, oh, God must be 4 hands, God must be 6 hands, and we are going on. No, your God, he cannot walk on the water. My God can walk on the water. And these are all childish, like we are all fighting, but it has no value. God means a quality. In the Bhagavad Gita, 16th chapter, first 3 verses, it gives 26 qualities. If we practice those and can imbibe those 26 qualities, we are God ourselves. So these are the qualities. And summarizing all those 26, Swami Vivekananda said, unselfishness is God. And how the expression of God comes in a human form? Love, the true love. And when they love each and everyone. This is my people, this is my family, this is my culture, my religion, I love. That is not there. The love means knows no boundary. Everyone, that is his teaching. And he brought back the faith in the existence of God. The people, they lost faith in the existence of God. Everyone was talking about God, but they could not prove. And Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna proved it. And no one before him could say, oh no, I don't believe. They are slowly accepted that. The Sri Ramakrishna transformed that. No conversion, no converting and forcefully, no, nothing like that. Transforming their mind. I will tell you two the incidents that happened. Sri Ramakrishna never, like the previously when he came with the bow and arrow, he came with the Sudarshan Chakra, but this time, nothing like that. What was his, the weapon to conquer? Ego is the main thing in the Kali Yuga. To break the ego, humbleness. The one day, very egoistic person, the Girish Chandra Ghosh, he used to think that he is on the top of the world and all, never care for anything. He was having money, he was having name and fame, so he was thinking that I am everybody. Then one day he met Sri Ramakrishna. The moment Sri Ramakrishna saw Girish Ghosh, immediately he folded his hands and bowed down. Girish thought, after all, a Brahmin and a Pujari, a holy person, I am a son of a Ghosh, so let me also do that. The first time in his life, Girish Ghosh folded his hands and repeated almost like and bowed down before Sri Ramakrishna. And when Girish did that, immediately Sri Ramakrishna lowered down and then showed that pranam. Girish also scratching his head and repeated that. And third stage, Sri Ramakrishna touched his forehead on the floor to respect Girish Chandra Ghosh, and Girish had to do that. Girish was conquered by that way. Sri Ramakrishna didn't kill him, but transformed him. And Girish told, my all ego broke before this person. And it was Girish Chandra Ghosh for the first time he declared to the Calcutta and all other places that he is a living God. And Ma Sharadamani Devi, living goddess. And Girish went to Jairam Mati. This is a funny story. And Ma Sharadamani Devi was, if you have visited Jairam Mati, you know the small hearts here and there. So in one heart, Girish Chandra Ghosh was sitting, mother was in the other. Girish could see her. She was doing as our village women they do, dressing the vegetables and all that. And Girish noticed that mother is doing that. Mother's brother, he was sitting by the side of the Girish talking with him, because Girish was a famous man in those days in Calcutta. The mother's brother thought, if I can develop some relation, I can also go to Calcutta, get some job. So he was in a different calculation. And Girish told, hey, you know that lady sitting over there is the goddess Durga. Go and tell her, mother, give me mukti. And mother's brother told, that she is my sister. Why? Why she will be Durga? No, she is not Durga. Girish immediately, in those days, the Calcuttans, they used to use some filthy words. And he immediately said those and said, go, and I'm telling you, you are so lucky that you are born in that family. Go and touch the feet of the mother and say, mother, give me the mukti. Then the brother went, and because the Girish told, so he went and sat by the side of the mother. The mother looked at him and said, what happened? Why at this time you are here? But usually the brothers never come. So why at this time you are here? Nothing, but I was thinking, Girish is telling you are Durga. Mother immediately told, what that Girish says, don't listen to him. I am your sister, you are my brother. That is sufficient, you go. And he said, that is exactly what I was telling. And they think, then he was soliloquizing. The Calcutta people are all foolish. They could not recognize, but Girish did that. So that is the way, the humbleness, by that way Sri Ramakrishna, and he encouraged Swadharma. Swadharme nidhanam sreya. In the Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna said, Swadharme nidhanam sreya. What is the Swadharma? If you are a married person, you must be responsible to your family. And husband and wife should have complete faith in each other, love in each other, respect in each other. Then the family, it is not an ordinary thing. They think, we'll marry for 3 months, and after 3 months, okay, 3 months is a long time, isn't it? Let us break. And what is it? You cannot do that, because it is the human being that you are giving to the human society. It is human, it is not machines. So this we have to understand. It is not machine. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna himself practiced. When he was a young boy, whatever the elder brother said, whatever the mother said, he followed. But only thing he said, I don't like to earn selling my devotion. No, that I cannot do. Chal kola badha vidde shikhbona. And I am going and worshipping somebody's house, and they will give me the money and this and that, and I will bring that as, no, I am not going to love. My devotion to God will be so completely different. Devotion to God. It's complete faith in the existence of God. So that was Sri Ramakrishna. When he was married, his mother said, because they were very poor, Ma Sharadamani Devi, and she saw that the golden, the ring, the bala that was there, is not in the morning she found it is not there, because they hired from some family and decorated at the time of marriage, and after that when she was sleeping they took it out. Next morning the little girl got up and said, hey, where are my jewelries? Then she started crying, and mother told, my son will purchase those things and give it to you. And he remembered that, as mother promised, I must have to keep that. So this is religion. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna re-establishing religion, sthapakaya cha dharmasya. He has re-established religion by teaching us that we should keep our promises. One gentleman came, he started staying with him, And he thought that Sri Ramakrishna will appreciate. After 2-3 days, Sri Ramakrishna looked at him. Hey, you are staying here? Yes. Are you married? Yes, sir. Where is your family? In the villages. And what you are doing here? Do you think the villagers will feed your family? This is your responsibility. You should go back and support your family. That is your religion. It is not just, oh, I am not liking the family, all the stress, so I'll be with the Swamis. And Swamis are traveling all over the America, it's not so nice. No, it is not like that. You cannot do like that. You have to be with your family and supporting them. Master Mahashaya, the recorder of his conversation, came and told, Sir, will you give me the permission? I like to become a monk. Sri Ramakrishna said, no, you should remain as a teacher. And it is not ordinary teaching. You will be encouraging the young minds to follow the path of righteousness. That is your mission. Don't give up the job. Be over there. Earn money. And the Master Moshe asked, can I earn more money? Of course. In the right way, proper way, if you earn more money, it is good for you and good for the Brahmins also. You can give more donation if you are earning more money. So by that way, you are supporting everyone. So this is Sri Ramakrishna, so practical and establishing dharma. Girish Ghosh also wanted to become a monk. And the Sri Ramakrishna told, no, you should be there. And not only that, you are staging the dramas. Through that, you should teach people the society. Now, nowadays, drama is very less, mostly the movies. But the movie makers do not understand that they are the gurus of the society. Whatever they are presenting, people are accepting that. And particularly young minds, they follow that. And nowadays, I am really worried. Personally, I am telling you, I am worried when I see some of the movies, very popular movie, everybody talking about that. And I said, what is that? But when I noticed that the villain is becoming hero. It's a very wrong trend. One should not. And the way he is moving and who is fighting with the lawmakers and the protectors, police and the government, and he is a hero. That should not be. The society should not allow that. But Kali Yuga, then the wrong thing we always accept, anything that is good. Very, very bad. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he has come to establish the dharma, and in the introducing the Vedanta in the daily life, I will conclude and then I will wait for the questions if you have. He is introducing the Vedanta in our daily life. You know how? As a wonderful way. He said, if you can see God by closing your eyes within your heart, can't you see God with your open eyes? You must. That is Vedanta. We talk about Vedanta, we give lectures on Vedanta, and we don't practice Vedanta. What is Vedanta? Vedanta means that consciousness manifested in every being. Can't you see God? That's why Swami Vivekananda said, my special object of worship is the poor, the downtrodden, the illiterate, the oppressed. That was Vedanta. When I see those people, no, they are not ordinary people. They're the God in that form. They want my help so that I can go and serve them, help them, and I get the spiritual benefit. But not in an emotional way. Oh, the poor man, let me help. No, it's the God himself coming to take my worship. This is the excellent introduction of the Vedanta in practice. Some people gave the word, coined the word Neo-Vedanta. Some protested, no, it is not like that. But anyway, it is the new Vedanta, it is the Sri Ramakrishna Vivekananda's Vedanta, the Vedanta in practice. So here, Sri Rama, Sri Krishna, they didn't leave any organization behind them. But in modern time, it is organization which is powerful. So that's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, in his lifetime, he started the organization. When the young people, they came, he could see that they can dedicate their life. So he started teaching them in a monastic way. And the householders, they were already married and having the responsibility. He taught them in a different way and brought these two groups together. They became friends and they started serving the gods, living gods. But the householders, they are supporting with their money and other things. And these dedicated people, 24 hours they are there living the life. A great mission started with Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, and that he gave to his another form, Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda is no one than Sri Ramakrishna himself. The Sri Ramakrishna in Vivekananda form organized this Ramakrishna mission, and Sri Ramakrishna is living in that form as an organization. Shanga. Shanga is the body of the Sri Ramakrishna. Thank you, friends. Thank you very much. If you have any question.
Pranam Swamiji. See, every yuga, like you were telling yesterday, right, the Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, everything ended with victory of good over, evil. So with Kali Yuga, as you said, like things have gone so bad and going so bad. Will there be one more incarnation before it finds its way?
That Sri Ramakrishna, of course, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, I have to come again and again. But usually, this is sufficient for the Kali Yuga. And Swami Vivekananda said, right from the advent of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Satya Yuga started. The Satya Yuga Shuchana, the introduction of the Satya Yuga started at the birth of Sri Ramakrishna. So this will continue, and as he predicted, 1,500 years, this movement will continue and it will change again. Again the people will come back and they will tell the truth and the Satya Yuga will be there. Many, many good people all over them, all over the world, we can see them. The Satya Yuga is there. Hey.
Thank you, Swami. Oh my gosh, that feels very hard to accept as true now that we have left the Kali Yuga. It feels like we're in the peak of it. But that said, Swamiji, if you're saying we need to see the divine, the Lord in everyone, and you said earlier that a key definition of Kali Yuga is falsehoods. That is what we are experiencing now, falsehoods, falsehoods, falsehoods. So when we see or hear someone saying falsehood, are we to see look through that to find divine speaking to us, trying to tell us something that we need to do in response to falsehood?
No, we won't follow. You are very correct. So there is nothing but the same God. But as a practice, we have to be careful. Why? Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna gave the reply in that way. Then God is present in the tiger also. But doesn't mean that I have to go and embrace a tiger. Tiger will be happy. If every day one person is going and lying down and eating. So, but we should not, because that is the practical thing we have to. But we know that the divinity is there, and we should behave according. You know the funny story they say, one boy was running and he was actually chased by a dog barking. And this boy was done. Then from the distance his friend said, hey, don't you know the barking dog doesn't bite? Why you are running? I know. Does the dog know? So we have to be careful in that way also. Those people, all those, they're making the falsehood and They are also that divinity, but they do not know. So we have to careful and protect ourselves from them. That should be, that practical thing should be there. So, thank you.
Okay, can I ask one question?
Yes, sure.
So, if I understood correctly, when Ramakrishna came as Rama, in order to teach, he punished people and also rewarded. Same thing with Bhagavan Krishna, he also punished. But Sri Ramakrishna instead transformed. And he had to come in all three, as you mentioned right now, that he had to get all the power of all, the God. So can we infer that transforming other people is harder than punishing people? And should our parents and teachers learn something from it?
Yeah, transformation is really, really difficult. You know, the one person, Sri Ramakrishna used to visit in Calcutta different devotees' house. The one lady, she lost her husband and slowly she started visiting Dakshineshwar. She became the devotee of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. Her brother thought, oh my God, my sister is going to this fellow, maybe she will give her all property, the house, everything into his name. You know, the people in thinking that way. So first he requested his sister not to go to that person. Her sister told, no, I should go. Then he thought, I must somehow terrify the person to come to the sister. Usually Sri Ramakrishna never visited, but when he was planning, he hired a very muscle man over there in Bagbazar, the Manmatha Gunda, and Gunda means very ruffians. So the Manmatha, it was his name. Then Manmatha saw Sri Ramakrishna coming. Usually Sri Ramakrishna used to, wherever he used to go, at least 10, 12 people used to follow him. That day he was alone. See how things happen. That day he was alone and he is going to that house, and the Manmatha came, and Manmatha thought, oh my God, this man, he is nothing in comparing with me. He was a very strong man. But when he came close, there is the description is, Sri Ramakrishna with his one finger touched his chest and crossed him. He left. And Manmatha became like a stone standing on the street. And afterwards, this Manmatha stopped all the bad work, and he used to sit on his the roof terrace, looking at the sky, that sun rising till the setting. And that is, used to look at the sun and traveling like that, and that is one type of meditation. And slowly, slowly, he developed some miraculous power within him, and local people used to come and bow down to him. Manmatha Gunda became Manmatha Sadhu. So this is the transformation. Sometimes he used to touch, sometimes through words, sometimes through glances, because he was the God himself. That's why Swami Vivekananda, when someone told, can you please write a book about Sri Ramakrishna? Well, are you mad? Is it possible to write books about Sri Ramakrishna? No one can fathom him. Thank you. So we have next classes again.